Yo, what's up? Welcome back. This is week 3 of the Berserk Quirks Draft League, and I'm on a 2-game streak, and I don't think this next one is gonna be any kind of easy. So I'll start off by breaking down the ops team here and going over what I brought to face the op, as well as maybe a new layout. Hopefully, it's a lot cleaner. Looking at the past videos, it's not the best quality. I might re-upload with some better quality videos. That way you can better see the text that is on board here. So going into it, right on the beat switch, our op has a really crazy team here. Now, they have some heavy hitters in Sneasel, right? We allowed this to be legal in this draft league, and it's probably allowing a lot of people some pain and regrets. So they rolled Dark Aura and Guerrilla Tactics on this. Guerrilla Tactics, you're basically choice locked, so you can just throw on another choice item, and it can really run Adamant Nature because of its speed tier. It's base 115 if I'm correct. It has some heavy hitting moves like a priority move in Ice Shard. It has triple axle for multi-hit, knockoff. You're already getting boosted. Pursuit, don't want to switch out, right? It also has Dark Aura, so it could go Dark Aura and do something like Life Orb or SD. But yeah, just a major threat. Got to work out for it, or look out for it rather. Next we have Skill Link Mencino. And it also has Guts, so that's another heavy hitter that Flames has with a really familiar ability, right? So it has Triple Axle, Tail Slap, it has Tidy Up, it also has Bullet Seed. This can do a lot of damage to most of the team here, right? Next, we have Drillbur, and it has Unnerve, so I could see it holding something like a Pinch Berry, maybe even Endure, or Shield Dust. Shield Dust, I believe it gives 50% accuracy to status moves against it, if I'm correct. I might not be. But yeah, this is their form of hazard removal and rapid spin. Has some pretty great attacks, as well as a base 85 attack stat. And a pretty good speed stat too, but not too much. Then they have Cute Charm on Finnegan, as well as Rattled. So Rattled, any dark, bug, or ghost type will boost its speed by 1. It has Encore, it has fire moves. It has some pretty good coverage. I believe it has Energy Ball. I'm not entirely too sure. We'll see what it has. Encore, Calm On, Agility could be a thing. Overheat, Stored Power could also be a nasty thing. Trick Room Trick. Yeah, so this could be pretty creative. Even with Solar Beam, Sunny Day stuff, Will-O-Wisp. And a lot of my team looks like it might want to get Wisp. We'll go into that a little bit later. So, then they have Libero on Rockruff. Could get up some rocks, as well as Drillbur. It also has Tough Claws. Pretty familiar with Tough Claws on one of its variants. So it could Stomping Tantrums, Rock Slide. Libero has some coverage in there. It also has Taunt to stop any kind of setup that I might want to do. Then they have each form of Pumpkin Boo. This is one of their Terra Captains. It has Shed Skin. So if I try to Toxic it or anything like that, that could prove a little bit hard to do, since Shed Skin can remove its status at the end of a turn for 30%, I believe. And they also have Solid Rock. So this could be pretty hard to take down, especially with the super form. They get all 4 forms, but there's not much of a difference. It's set in HP and speed. They keep the same special attack, but this thing does have a great move pool, like Will-O-Wisp, Flamethrower. It could hex some stuff. and that's kind of what I see coming. I can guarantee Eviolite on this to keep its bulk intact for sure. Next on list, we got Cute Charm Swablu with Mimicry. I do have Electric Surge on Shelmet. I don't see Cute Charm really coming in as frequently. Like, I do have some physical touches. It could be clutch. This is their other form of defog, I believe, right? Yeah, it has defog. It can be fairly bulky, especially with something like Cotton Guard, but I'm not too worried about it. Next is Guts on Pancham. It also has the ability Triage, which gives +3 to healing type moves, and that includes Drain Punch. So Drain Punch will have +3 priority. It does have coverage in stuff like Gunk Shot, as well as some Steel or Fire moves. I believe it also has Ice Punch. This could very well be Triage, Life Orb. It could have Bulk Up, right? It also, it shouldn't have Swords Dance, but it does. It definitely does. So that could be a problem if it does get boosted up. Hopefully that doesn't happen, right? All right, next we have Eviolite, Piplup. I guarantee this is probably going to be Eviolite if brought, plus a Stamina. It also has Wandering Spirit. This is another Terra Captain. This also has Defog. It also has Roost if it wants to boost up, Flip Turn to get out of there. And one thing I have been noticing is they do put a little bit of investment in special attack on this sometimes, and I can very much see why. So if I do bring Drizzle, it could very much boost this Scald, and nothing really appreciates switching into a Scald on my team, truth be told. I could see a Terra type on this being something defensive. I mean, of course, but otherwise we do have Grimer as the last slot mon, right? Neutralizing Gas to get rid of any abilities that I might have on the field, but this isn't really too worried about neutralizing gas unless it's Fur Coat. Most of my stuff doesn't care. This very much would, especially if it's Guts. Drizzle, the rain already comes through unless I switch in. This really doesn't care about the neutralizing gas. A lot of my stuff doesn't really care for the most part. So that's good for me, unless I had like Aftermath or Tangling Hair. But yeah, this thing can definitely be a issue. Poison Jab, Drain Punch. It doesn't get knockoff, so lucky me, but it does have the ability to heal in the form of Pain Split. Why can't I spell? So Pain Split is very well a thing that could be seen, as well as Disable, but it also has Haze, right? It's a bulky little guy. 80 HP is pretty good in Lil Cup, and I can see Eviolite on this. So that's their team and some stuff that I expect coming. I expect this build specifically based on how they build. So let's look at our team. Oh yeah, so I might have forgotten to mention they have Prankster. So I could see Prankster on something like Pumpkaboo, especially for this matchup. So I did do some things for that I will mention. All right, so Corrosive here. Originally, I did have this as Life Orb. Life Orb could definitely take out Sneasel in one hit with Vacuum Wave, based on like it having 48 HP, as well as a good chance to one-hit KO Mencino, or just knocking out Rockruff without a Focus Sash. I did switch it up. I don't really have a decent ability here for it. Like, this could block Parting Shot from Pancham, or maybe something with like a Hyper Voice, which I don't really see coming. The other ability was Bulletproof, which would be really good for something like Seed Bomb or Bullet Seed, or even Gunk Shot. No, wait, Sludge Bomb, not Gunk Shot. Well, anyway, as substitute, Nasty Plot with Vacuum Wave. Vacuum Wave's going to be able to hit those physical threats pretty well. And then I have Substitute for stuff that wants to like be a hazard to me or basically disrupt my team. Like the Pumpkaboo here, and the Piplup, and even some instances Pancham without Life Orb. Oh yeah, also Grimer here. And likely Swablu if it doesn't have a flying move. But I'll probably switch out of that. So I have the Substitute, Nasty Plot behind that with these investments. I very much take anything that's not boosted. Like maybe a Hex from this, Scald from this, Drain Punch, Poison Jab, Drain Punch, stuff like that. So this very well could help me set up and sweep. I have 12 speed EVs to outspeed one of these little dudes, right? That way I could get the Nasty Plot, the Substitute up first. Next I have Chivalrous here. This time around I think I want to bring Fur Coat, especially for the Sneasel here. I have Eviolite and this thing is quite the bulky guy, right? 85, double that in a defense nature. I do have this invested in some speed, so I can outspeed the Grimer, I believe it is, and Substitute on that as well. Infestation does chip out a lot of stuff on his team. I could Struggle Bug to ruin the Piplup special attack and stay in on that. However, it likely has Roost. This could very well change to something that helps better synergize with Infestation, because I'm dropping their special attack and I'm just living. Don't want to recover much, so this does help here. Something like Toxic could be nice for me, but I'll take a look to see what else I might want to run. All right, next I have Insano Siphon, right? Originally this did have dual screens. Dual screens did do well for me. Every set I have had did well. It was Light Clay, dual screens. I have Scrappy, Rapid Spin, just in case Rockruff or Drober wants to get up hazards like rocks, or even the Toxic Spikes, which I have Corrosive for, but just in case this goes down, which I will very much try to be preserving. Energy Ball hits Piplup that's not Terra yet, as well as Rockruff and Drober. This could definitely be a lead for me. I have Earth Power to hit things like Fennekin super effectively, Rockruff as well, Mencino and Grimer. And Toxic Spikes kind of baits the Grimer. Toxic Spikes is very good on their team, especially paired with Chivalrous Infestation. That could rack up some great damage for me to clean up later down the line. Next I have Unpleasant here. I have Static. Static could be very good for anything that might be Scarf or just touch me that I don't want being touched by, like multi-hit Sneasel, Triple Axle, or even multi-hit Mencino, as long as it's not Bullet Seed. Static is good here. I do have the other ability, which I can't remember right now. I could just bring it up right here, but this is defensive as well to take some hits. I might invest in some special attack to better absorb something from like this being special attack. Otherwise, if they don't bring this special attack or this is very much going to be special attack. Most of these are going to be physical. I have enough speed to be 88 again to outspeed the Grimer, which I normally or actually had Protect Disable so I could stay in on it. This now is kind of forced to switch. I might go back to Disable. Toxic is nice. And Disable has been clutch. And you know, we'll just run Disable. Why not, right? Could help me switch in on something, especially since I don't have screens. I'm limiting my switch-ins here. Rocky Helmet to once again chip anything that wants to touch me. Heavy Rain. This is my new guy, right? This is gonna be my Drizzle Abuser, We have Water Spout, we have Scald, we have Ice Beam to hit things like Pumpkaboo on the switch and read, or even Swablu. Even though it's not dragon, it doesn't resist. Water Spout's going to be doing heavy damage. It was at one point choice specs, which 2-hit K Pumpkaboo with the Scald, depending on whatever Mox was used for that. I have Toxic to hard read the Piplup switch in, right? So maybe I don't need Toxic on that. Disable's very nice, but this is based off of reads, and I have, you know, Toxic Spikes here. So no need to hyper double up. This is here to do damage. And last but not least, we have Frigid here. Muscle Band allows me to kill things at +6 that I normally wouldn't without it. That 10% increase is very nice, or that 1.1. So that means I could KO Piplup that's fully defensive with Terra Blast, Ghost. Ghost is here to avoid the Triage Pancham Revenge, as well as Ice Shard just knocks this out at +6 with the Muscle Band as well. I believe Sneasel survives or doesn't, likely doesn't. Pumpkaboo, if it's fully defensive, I'm going to Terra Blast, Ghost it. And it very well could have Prankster, excuse me. And it could also have Destiny Bond. It could have Prankster Will-O-Wisp. It has some stuff that it could pull out. So I do see Prankster on this week, maybe. If it is Prankster and not Solid Rock, I should just straight up KO with Ice Shard, depending on its Terra, right? So I will definitely calc that. And yeah, nothing likes Ice Shard. Nothing likes Earthquake. Earthquake is strictly for the Grimer here. If it's on a Bloom, good on them. I will Terra Blast it in its face. So that's the team for this week. I did not mock as much as I wanted to. Oh yeah, this speed is here to outspeed. I believe it is something that's base 50. I think it's Piplup. But yeah, this is a team. This doesn't seem like it's gonna be the easiest of matchups, depending on what they bring, their sets and whatnot, and if I'm well equipped. But we will find out in the game here now. So we have the Piplup, the Pumpkaboo, and they are both Terra Steel and Dark. Pretty great for me, especially with Earthquake. I'm going to lead Insanicybin here. Just get up my Toxic Spike, or very much kill this. So this is Unnerve. Good to know it's not the other one. I thought it was Unburden. I'm tripping. So let's go ahead and hit this. All right. So we bring in the Pumpkaboo Leftovers. And I should calc that damage, but I'm going to go ahead and Toxic Spike. Bring this out. I think Pumpkaboo has hazards. Okay. So is Wisp. I can expect Hex as well. I don't really have a good pivot, right? What do I want to do? And you know what? I like Toxic kind of, but that should be good. Let's just gauge damage here. It could Wisp again. All right. So I'm going to substitute. Go ahead and Wisp me if you want to. Grimer could very well come out here. Okay. Let's nasty plot. Let's check it. All right. So this could very well haze as well. I'm gonna nasty plot again. Drain punch, nothing. I'm gonna get to +6. It has a shadow sneak. I'm gonna sub. This way I block any ice shard. So I'm gonna vacuum wave. This doesn't have priority outside of Sucker Punch. Of course, there's a sash. Stone Edge misses. There's a Sucker Punch. Something should die. This very well might sweep. But Sneasel needs to come out to break the sub. Alright, Piplup's in. I could very well Sludge Wave, which I am. It could Terra, or it could just straight die. So Grimer comes in here, likely gets 2-hit KO'd. I feel like I should substitute if that does happen. Drillbur comes in. Drillbur, sir, you die. You do not die. Alright. So that's cool. Likely something goes down here. Now I could get Pursuit Trapped. I could get Ice Sharded. I could get Shadow Sneaked. Shadow Sneak shouldn't do anything. I'm gonna go ahead and calc. So you are here. Whatever. +6. We got... We got Grimer here with Shadow Sneak. Alright, yeah, you're not doing anything to me. I'm going to Sludge Wave you, but it's not going to do much unless... Ooh, the crit. Let me remember, do we switch? Yeah. Alright, so that's a guaranteed kill here. I'm going to bring this in. Could Pain Split. Actually, I kill this. Yeah. So Spritzy gets its kill for the league here. Pumpkaboo, what do you want to do? I think I wish then I just I still have to be careful here, right? I'm gonna wish first. You're likely going to hit me with something I don't want to get hit with. Ice Beam seems fine here. Hex Wisp. I could bring this out, get up Toxic Spikes. I'm gonna bring this out, get some damage. Alright, so I will calc here. Let's see my best move here. I really need to find out what this Pumpkaboo is. So I do have this up here. So Energy Ball, that's 10 to 12. And that is... Oh, not Spadef. Alright, yeah. So that means our Heavy Rain here is going to do a good amount. Water Spout does more. Toxic seems long-term better. So I'm just going to Toxic. It's Dark Aura, which is interesting. Very scary as well. I'm just going to send out Shelveris here. Could knock off. That defense stat is insane. So I could just recover let's see, chivalrous, or I'm sorry, Shelmet, whatever. Alright, and you are Dark Aura, Sneasel. Alright, you're not Choice Band. You very well could be Black Glasses, but we'll just say none. Knock off 16, you did that much. You are Dark Glasses, likely. Black Glasses, I'm sorry. Bro, I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to take this long. Yeah, you're definitely Black Glasses, and my bug move does a lot to you. You don't do much to me. I'm just gonna Infestation. And I'm going to substitute. I don't care about the Wisp. I'm gonna heal, then drop his attack. Yeah. I need this alive. I do want a Struggle Bug. Alright. Now this is pretty much gonna be a slog. Alright, so I can win with Chivalrous here. I'm going to sub. Alright. So it needs to be -2. So I'm gonna skip some turns here. I'm actually gonna Struggle Bug. Actually, I shouldn't have did that. Alright. So that goes down. Pumpkaboo. Why would you switch in this, right? What is this at? This is at 6. Frigid, why not, right? Let's get some kills in. I don't care if you foul. I do care if you foul play me. Don't foul play me. But yeah, this should just clean up and win. Wisp, I don't care too much about. Ghost, Terror Blast, why not, right? Okay, I'm kind of dumb. And it does have the foul play. Alright, cool. So, after that much, we can definitely get the kill here. Force it into... oh, what it is. I forgot to look at the terror, but that was still a good amount. Oh. Alright, we are giving him kills, but we also have this. Very well could have flubbed, but I'm just gonna Scald. Yo, didn't this say 6%? I am very not smart. I am definitely throwing away stuff. Scald and Rain does 60 to 71%. I could just Rocky Helmet here and then get this thing to... I don't want that to die. Yeah, this is what's called. I'm gonna wish. Yeah, I threw away a lot of my mons at the end. Just a lot of negligence here and there. But we took the dub. Kind of boring game. Sorry about that. But maybe I could bring the heat next week. I want to see if this works. Alright, so let's see what they had. Yeah, pretty much seen. This just got dropped. But yeah, black glasses. I read the heck out of this build right there. Yeah, basically what I expected for the most part. Aside from this, the Eviolite there, Armor Eviolite, Piplup red card, Rock Ruffs, that. Alright. And then I did make some changes here. I put Psychic on Unpleasant, which was pretty nice for me. I could have definitely won 6-0 to 5-0 to whatever it is now. Just wanted to respect the opponent. And yeah, pretty good game. Nothing really shined as much as Croagunk there. That thing was definitely on the way to sweep the team. And yeah, hopefully we can keep the streak going. All right, see you on the next game. We out.